All right, y'all. So come along with me as I go on this journey to try out this flaxseed gel on my hair. These braids, I had them in for like a month, maybe a month and a week. I think they ran their course, but I wanted to try this flaxseed gel thing. So I was like, why not just record it and let's like kind of do a review? So that's what I am doing here. For first and foremost, I didn't realize that I had this many plaits in my head. It took me forever to get those braids out. I thought I was going to get them out really quick, but here's my hair. It's all taken out. I had straightened and blow dried my hair really good before I got the braids, so it didn't require much detangling. I just kind of like brushed it all out, as you can see here. It was very easy to do. I don't recall having much shedding or whatever, but hey, I was just happy that I was able to comb through this crap. So what I'm doing here is I have high porosity hair, and I don't know if anyone has ever done this, but I did this one time because I was detangling my hair and I was like, let me just put, and you know what, my scalp was really dirty, and I was like, well, let me just put the shampoo on my scalp before I actually get in the shower, because I knew I had a lot of buildup on my scalp. So I did this, and I just noticed when I shampooed my hair, I was like, oh my gosh, my coils popped out really good. I only did the 2 shampoos. My hair was very clean, and ever since then I've been doing it. I have high porosity hair, so doing this really makes the moisturizing or hydrating part in the shower much faster. I don't know if you guys have heard, but when you have high porosity hair, you have to kind of keep wet it for a long time before you actually want to shampoo it, so that your hair can actually be hydrated. And this just makes it easier for me. It may be an extra step that somebody might think is stupid or whatever, but hey, it works for me. Maybe you can try it out and see. But you can see like my curls are starting to come out quicker, and I just let it sit for a little bit. That's all I do. And I just kind of rub it on my scalp in the areas where I know has high like dandruff. And this is the flaxseed oil. This is the flax seeds that I purchased. I got them from Amazon. I'll link them in the description below. I used just about a cup of the flax seeds, and honestly I made way too much, so you don't need that much, okay? Unless you're doing your hair and somebody else's hair. I know you can store it in the refrigerator, but I knew I'm not getting my hair done anytime soon because I'm getting braids. So you do not need a cup, maybe a half a cup, and you can probably throw in there like 2 cups of water, because I ended up having to add even more water because I put too many flax seeds in there. I started out with just one with 16 ounces of water. I ended up adding like 2 more, 2.5. So what is that? 2 cups, 2.5 cups. And that's how it looks. It starts to thicken up, and you can use like a stocking cap, or some people use stocking caps, and some people use those little cheesecloths. But y'all see how it was bubbling up like that? But I use a strainer, but it had a fine mesh wrapped around it, so just make sure it is that type of strainer, otherwise the seeds will like slip through the strainer, and you don't want that. But this was very easy for me to do. It was very easy, and I don't know why, but the seeds make me want to throw up. I don't like how they look. So once I separated everything, I let it sit and cool down, and it ended up solidifying a lot more. So it looks really watery here, but after you let it sit, it'll turn into a gel, in which I am getting ready to show you. So I let it sit, and meanwhile, while I'm making this, I was letting that shampoo sit in my hair. I call it a pre-shampoo. I let that pre-shampoo sit in my hair while I made this. So now I'm here and I'm showing you how much my hair has drawn up and like how my curls are coming out. So it was really good. And this is how it looked after it cooled down. Yeah, so nasty. It feels really filmy, and it was kind of hard to get off with the water. You really had to like rub your fingers together to get it off, but it's really filmy. But I like it. It is what it is. All right, so here is my fresh shampooed hair, and now I'm just applying the flaxseed gel into my hair. I did notice that when you do it, you kind of have to add a lot because you want to like saturate it in your hair. I felt like I had to add a lot in order to see my curls really pop through. Now, this didn't take long at all. It really didn't. And I did brush it. I should have used my Denman brush, but I wanted to comb it through because I really wanted to see it. And at this point, I honestly was not seeing, and I was kind of like second guessing myself, like, why in the heck did I just spend all of this time and this junk ain't even gonna work? But I was kind of like, I don't know about this, friend. But I seen it through, child, and I did start to see some of my curls popping through. But I felt like I had to hydrate it so much. I had to add so much flaxseed gel to it, and even though I had to add a lot, I still had a lot left over. So just keep that in mind. And then I also believe that depending on like your texture of hair, like I have very thick, coily hair, as you can see. It's really coily. But yeah, so I would imagine if you have a different texture, it probably wouldn't be that hard. Or if you have low porosity hair, then it probably may penetrate your hair faster than it did mine. But even with my pre-shampoo, I felt like I didn't see the curls popping. But that's just my honest opinion. And I'm just, adding it in through the rest of my hair, trying to get it really good and not miss any spots. Now, I sat underneath this hair steamer, and I have to admit, I absolutely love it. This was my first time using one. My coils started popping out, and I was like, oh my God. Now, this thing had an automatic timer. It was like 10 minutes, but I reset that thing like 3 or 4 times. And this is after I rinsed out the flaxseed gel. And child, I'm sitting there looking at this mess like, I don't see a good god doggone thing. And I was like, oh my God, did I just waste my doggone time? So I blew out my hair, and I still didn't see it. Now my hair looks nice and shiny right there, but the way that it felt, I was like, I don't know. And then I got here and I started blowing it out a little bit more, and I was like, okay, it's looking real shiny. I'm thinking I see it. I don't know. I was like, okay, come on, somebody. So I blew it out a little bit more. Now, originally in the first video, it was like a rough blow dry. I was trying to hurry up and go to bed, seriously. But this was the next day, and I was like, let me just go through it again before I actually flat iron it and see what this flaxseed gel gonna do to my doggone hair. But I started to see the shine and stuff like that. So I was feeling a lot better about the flaxseed. But like I said before, honey, I was like, I don't think this worth it. This is a long time for nothing. So here I am now straightening my hair and taking small sections. And I must admit, when I started flat ironing it and I saw how nice and shiny and smooth it was, I was like, okay, all right, let me go ahead and do another piece, child. I was like, well, let me see for real, let me get to the thick meat of my hair. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to that middle. So look at how shiny it is. I was like, okay. So I actually do like the flaxseed gel, but I was a little iffy after I rinsed that junk out my head. I sure was. But I ended up liking it a lot. My hair looked really good. I actually ended up doing a video on my Instagram because I was so happy. See, I was so happy that it actually worked. So I have finished with my hair. I mean, look at the shine. Like, it's so shiny. It's so light. I do need to trim just a little bit of my ends all around and going all around and through. But I mean, just look at the shine of it. Like, look at it. I love it. So I would definitely recommend the flaxseed and the hair steamer. Like, I love it. It looks so good. It looks really good. I'm super proud about it.